Hi everyone, Scott Pyre, Pop Cult fan here, and I just got home from seeing the new M3GAN movie, M3GAN 2.0, and I'm ready to give my thoughts and review of the film. I know the movie has been out for about a week now, and I know that the reception has been mixed in regards to this film, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to see the movie or not, but here we are. I just saw the movie with my friend Sean, aka Cash Vault. I do a review with him for his channel as well, and he'll upload that at some point this week. So I thought I'd do my own review, going a little bit more in depth with my thoughts of what I said on his video. So let's go ahead and get into this. M3GAN 2.0, it's a sequel. It's a sequel, and I think what they do here, they go in a different direction with its tone, and while some might like the different direction that it goes, others might be a bit, unsure about the tone because, they go all out with that tone and it just strays so far away from horror that it just kind of loses what made the original film more appealing to the horror fandom, I guess. And, the same can be said about Terminator 2 when that first came out, but that movie is also hailed as one of the greatest science fiction films ever made. And when you copy that kind of success and that kind of genre that this goes for with science fiction action, it's a story I've seen done before many times, especially with Terminator and other science fiction franchises that have also done AI trying to take over the world kind of story. We've seen that done before many times, and admittedly, I would kind of like them to just stick within the science fiction horror of it all and kind of, just not go that kind of direction. I would like it. I would like them to do something different with this franchise, while at the same time keeping in tone with what made the first movie work. And I did enjoy this one. I did. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the action sequences. I liked most of the cast. There's this one villain twist by the end of it where I'm like, oh, you're that type of villain, okay. And I'm like, it was okay. It was enjoyable. I liked how they kind of created this new body for M3GAN that was taller, and I liked her. I like her demeanor, her personality. I love all of that, and that's what I like about M3GAN. She has that foul-mouthed demeanor nature of her, and that is a bit similar to Chucky, but at the same time making her this kind of hero in this one. It makes sense, but at the same time it just, I don't know. It's an enjoyable film. I like the music. I think the overall look and tone of the film is good. I think it is well made for what it is. I prefer the first film. I'm curious what you guys think. If you've seen this new film, what do you think of the shift in tone? Because I think they could have done something different while at the same time keeping the same spirit, at least, and the same feel of the original, because it goes a little too far, if you ask me. It goes a little too far, and it goes all out there. It goes all out there, and I think the cast and the crew, I'm sure they cared about this film and the production of it. I just think that, they could have done something different, but at the same time keeping to the spirit and the feel of the original, in which this doesn't have to go the Terminator route. It doesn't need to go the Terminator route. I don't think it needs to necessarily go the Chucky route either. They could do something different that's more unique, if you know what I mean. So it's a film that, if you like the kind of killer doll aspect of M3GAN of this first film, you do sort of get that with this new sort of new model of M3GAN that is dubbed Amelia, and within the plot of this film. And I think what she's, what this character is kind of doing does kind of fall in the same line of AI taking over the world, basically, and having a mind of its own, going against humanity. We've seen all that done before. That's just, it comes with the Terry with a movie like this, and I don't know where they would take it in regards to doing things differently. I'm not sure, but I'm sure there's room to, do things differently down the road. I know that there's a spin-off film coming out this January as well, January 2026, Soulmate, yes, Soulmate. They're making a spin-off M3GAN film that will officially make this a franchise, and curious how that's gonna go. That might be a little bit more of a horror film. So if I had to give this film a grade, I think I think I'll give it a B. I think it's decent. I think it's a movie that's worth watching, especially if you do like the science fiction action genre. If you like the Terminator movies, if you like the Jurassic World films, I think you'll enjoy that aspect of this movie for what it is, being a science fiction action. But if you're someone that prefers like the science fiction horror of it all, like I do, it might detract you a little. I'm not sure, because it just depends on your preference. It does. It's a good, decent film, and it's well made. I like the look of M3GAN, like I've said. I think she has nice hair, kind of like me. But yeah, so those are all my thoughts about M3GAN 2.0. I'm curious what they'll do going forward, because this movie is also suffering in the box office. There's a question of whether or not they'll continue this series. I know that Soulmate movie is coming out still, supposedly in January. I don't know if they'll make another M3GAN movie, because this movie, it's not just suffering critically, but also financially too. So we'll see how it goes. I think, there are a few other Blumhouse movies coming out this year. The Conjuring Last Rites, that's coming out in September, and also Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Looking forward to both of those films. I am super excited for those. And I think there's room to do something different with this franchise if it continues. So we shall see. But thank you guys so much for watching. And my setting is a tad bit, because it's nighttime. But yes, so I will see you guys. I hope you're having a great July 4th weekend. It's already July. So I'll see you guys next time, and take care. Peace.